Have you ever noticed something strange? The more you explain yourself, the less people seem to respect your decision. You give reasons. You clarify your intentions. You try to make sure no one misunderstands you. And somehow, you still walk away feeling small, almost guilty, even when you did nothing wrong. Here's the uncomfortable truth most people never realize. Constantly explaining yourself is not a sign of kindness. It's often a sign that, deep down, you're asking for permission to exist the way you want. And the world has a very dangerous habit. It keeps taking permission from those who keep asking for it. Today, we're going to talk about why you need to stop over-explaining yourself, what it's secretly doing to your confidence, and how the most respected people communicate without defending every decision they make. So let's start. The hidden habit you don't notice. You know, most people don't even realize they're doing it. Someone asks, "Why didn't you come?" And instead of simply saying, "I wasn't available," you say, "I was actually really tired, and I had a lot of work, and I wasn't feeling well, and I didn't want to come late," and you start building a courtroom defense for a crime that never existed. Psychologically, this behavior usually comes from one place: fear of disapproval. Your brain thinks, "If I explain enough, they won't judge me." But here's what actually happens. The more you explain, the more your brain reinforces the idea that your choices need validation. And slowly, without realizing it, you train people to expect justification for everything you do. Why over-explaining reduces your value. Human beings read confidence through behavior, not words. When someone makes a calm decision and stands by it, we subconsciously think, "This person knows what they're doing." But when someone keeps explaining, defending, and clarifying, the subconscious message becomes, "This person is unsure. This person needs approval." And here's the harsh reality. People rarely respect what looks uncertain. Think about the most respected person you know. Do they explain every decision? Or do they simply say, "This is what I'm doing"? Confidence is quiet. Insecurity is loud. Over-explaining is not humility. It's often anxiety disguised as politeness. The emotional cost nobody talks about. Explaining yourself all the time is exhausting. Not physically, mentally. Because every explanation carries emotional weight. You replay conversations. You wonder if you said the right thing. You overthink their reaction. Your brain stays in a constant state of, "Did they misunderstand me?" Over time, this creates decision fatigue, social anxiety, low self-trust, and the most dangerous one, you stop listening to your own needs. You start making decisions based on, "How will I explain this?" instead of, "What is actually right for me?" That's how people slowly lose their identity. Not in one big moment, but in thousands of small compromises. Why people who explain less get more respect. There's a psychological principle called perceived authority. Authority isn't always about status. It's about emotional certainty. When someone speaks clearly, briefly, and without defensive energy, people assume they must have thought this through. This is why leaders don't say, "I'm really sorry, but maybe we could possibly try this." They say, "This is the direction we're taking." No drama, no over-justification, just clarity. And clarity creates trust. When you stop explaining every detail, something surprising happens. The difference between clarity and over-explaining. Let's be clear. Stopping explanations does not mean becoming rude or cold. There is a healthy difference. Clarity sounds like, "I can't make it today. I'm not interested in that. That doesn't work for me." Over-explaining sounds like, "I'm really sorry. I just have a lot going on, and maybe next time, and I hope you understand." One is confident. The other is defensive. Healthy communication is short, honest, and calm. You don't need a paragraph for a one-sentence decision. What happens when you finally stop? The first time you stop over-explaining, it will feel uncomfortable, almost guilty. Your brain will say, "You sounded rude." But something interesting will happen. Most people won't react the way you feared. In fact, many will accept your decision faster. Why? Because confidence removes confusion. And the more you practice this, 3 powerful changes happen. You trust your decisions more. People interrupt you less. and your presence in conversations becomes stronger. Not louder, stronger. You don't need to fight for respect. You start carrying it naturally. You don't have to justify your preferences. You don't have to defend every decision. And you definitely don't need permission to live in alignment with yourself. Respect doesn't come from explaining more. It comes from standing calmly behind what you already know is right for you. The moment you stop trying to make everyone comfortable, you finally start becoming comfortable with yourself. And that's the moment your confidence stops being performance and starts becoming identity. If this message spoke to you, take one small step today. Make one decision without over-explaining it, and notice how differently you feel. If you want more real psychology, confidence, and mindset content that actually helps in real life, subscribe to Motivation Tab Daily. Because here, we don't just talk about motivation. We train your mind to become unshakable.